Acting?
Acting.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Tiana.
We're two working actors. We happen to be women.
We happen to be Black. Sometimes that matters.
And sometimes it doesn't. Either way,
we're here to talk about all things acting, from personal experiences
to the industry itself, and of course our love of the craft.
So join us as we chat with each other, as well as the occasional acting friend, as we talk about all things
acting.
It's a Zoom background.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it seamless.
I hope it doesn't sound too crazy because, I don't know, it's just like an open space. Might like be echoey.
There's a slight echo, but I think the editing software that I use, it can take some of that out, yeah. So it'll help.
Love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So new week, new us. What's up?
Yeah. How's your week been? What's been going on?
It's been. I went on a date for like the first time in 5 years.
What?
I know. I might actually end up putting this out because I forgot my mom and my aunt be watching this.
Okay, no, we don't have to talk about it offline. That's insane.
But yeah, so that's been like on my mind all week.
But wow, glad you're back in the pool.
Yeah,
when did you? What date? Was it a weekend thing? Hi, Kitty.
You see my boy?
Yeah.
He's been like so clingy today. We went Monday. Yeah, I met him Saturday and we went out Monday.
Okay, I like that already.
Yeah, it was interesting. He's interesting. We'll see.
I really want to know more, but we don't. Yeah, we can.
We'll talk about it offline. But that's like how my week is going. Like that's been like clouding all of my thoughts.
Yeah. Osby. That's so exciting. Oh my god, I cannot wait to hear more about that. That's insane.
We'll see. This episode comes out, what, 3 weeks? We'll see where we're at.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I am so intrigued. Who cares about acting at this point?
That's it. Gloves off. This is actually no longer an acting podcast. We're just going to talk about everything.
Yeah. I'm so I have a sticky note here. I'll just write my questions down.
I love it.
That makes me really happy.
Thank you. Yeah, let's see what happens. I feel like all of my friends are either chronically single or deep in relationships. Like there is no in between.
Right.
You know, I think I have like one friend. She's the only friend that I have that's like actively going on dates. But the rest of us were either in it or we're not at all. No,
it's very black or white.
Yeah. So what about you? How's your week?
It's good. It's been a long week.
Tech week, yeah. It's been a real long week. It's Tech week, right? Because your play opens this Friday.
Yeah, this is the only night I have to myself. So
yeah, thank you for
this week
here.
This is great. Like, I mean, this is not work for me, so
yeah, this is fun.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anything else? Are you just trying to get through it?
I don't think really much has changed, and honestly, it hasn't been like that bad, that intense.
Good.
But it has been a long, arduous process. And we still have one more night. Now, usually, because we're filming this right now on a Wednesday and we open on a Friday, usually, if you're opening on like a Friday, your off day would be Thursday. But for this particular production,
I see.
Wednesday's our dark day, and then Thursday we're doing another tech rehearsal, and then Friday we're opening, which that's going to be really interesting because then we won't have another break until Monday.
Yeah.
So
that's an interesting. I mean, it works out because we wouldn't be filming tonight if that were the case, tomorrow. But at the same time, that is like really weird schedule.
I've never, whatever. I mean, I guess it's, up to the discretion of the director, but it hasn't been too bad.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad it's going smoother than you were concerned.
Girl, there's so much. I mean, I finally got most of my costume down. Got finally picked a hair.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's the hairstyle update.
Oh my God, listen, I really didn't get any direction for the hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I like looked at different interpretation, of how people have played this character in the past. A lot of them have had wigs, basically, and it's like a short, almost finger wavy, but it's like curls, but it's like a short wig. That's what it looks like most people have had in productions of this.
Mm-hmm.
And no one talked to me about a wig, and I'm definitely not straightening my hair every night and curling it. That's not gonna happen. So I went with an updo, but I added extensions, like pinky curly extensions that kind of blend in. And then I did like some type of like swoop to the side and then just a bun. And I would like ask my director, I was like, okay, is this okay? Like, is this fine? Do you want me to try something else? And she's like, no, that's fine. So,
well, there you go.
I'm so glad I did not do my hair.
That's like a really stressful thing to think about, because like literally all I personally think about is the damage and like how long it's going to take me to recover my hair. And yes, it's just hair. Yes, it grows back, but also it is painstaking when our hair type especially is already fine and sensitive. Okay, like this is princess hair. We have to treat it very nicely.
No, girl, I'm like, and I feel like that's going to be like my stance going forward. I'm not straightening my hair every night for a show. If you want my hair straight like that, then we need to talk about wigs because it's too much. And also, I get hot easily. So you can just imagine running on and off stage. I would sweat out my hair anyway, so it wouldn't look good. So
I mean, honestly, 5 minutes in, when we recorded with Chris and Claire, like literally, I had just straightened my hair that morning. But because we had 5 people in your apartment, and like the windows were closed, and once we opened the windows, okay, we got some air. But up until then, like within 5 minutes, I was sweating it out. So like, that's such a good point because I didn't even think about it.
And then like the lights, when you have the lights on you, it's like,
oh, it's just even better. Yes, it's like at least another 5 degrees.
I would love to avoid that. And so, listen, in any other production though, if I can have my hair braided, I'm braiding my hair. Like, that's the easiest thing to deal with, especially during tech week and during rehearsals and leading up to it. I would rather just have my hair braided, but obviously for like a period piece, that's not always accurate to the, so, but but now I have to, apparently in the 30s, when women wore stocking, they wore specific stockings that had the seam on the back.
I used to be obsessed with that. No, I know. I literally for prom went out of my way to find stockings with the seam in the back because I thought it was so sexy. I love that look. Yeah.
It is. You know what? I didn't even think about it. And I bought knee highs. I bought like a pack of 10 because I'm like, I don't have, my dresses are long. So I'm like, I don't really.
So you don't really need. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to avoid that. And also like if they run, like I'll have a cool extra pair, but it like made me so mad because she mentioned at the last rehearsal, she was like, well, any women in this play, like you guys all have your stockings, but you need to have the seam on them.
Does she really?
So literally when I tell you like maybe half of my leg is showing, and also I'm just the maid. Like I'm not a main character, but I get it. So she was like, well, you can draw it on. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
There you go. That's a little much to expect. But to your point, you have said they care about being historically accurate with this production. So
So I mean, because the other ones are expensive too. I feel like.
I mean, I found a pair at Walmart for like $10, but it's like they don't always have them.
Well, see, my thing is like the pair of or the box of knee highs I bought, I think they were like $8 or $9, and I got 10 pairs. So I'm like, I'd rather just,
and you can use them again if you need them again. Like it's
So I do need to get to drawing. Probably
Get that
after we're done
Sharpie.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's a straight line. That's the biggest concern.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, because we were talking about Playhouse, we're always talking about Playhouse, but I found out that the guy that plays my like boyfriend, he goes there.
Really?
So
Wait,
whenever
really?
you, yeah. So whenever you show up, remind me to introduce you to him
Okay.
because we were talking about it briefly, like about, and he audited Actors Lab too. So he's
Wait,
familiar.
okay. So how long, not to go off topic, but how long has he been at Playhouse?
I don't know. I didn't get to ask him
Okay.
because
It's
we
okay.
like got called to
We'll
the
cover
stage,
ground.
but
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. So
Oh yeah, nice. So it's just small. The acting world is so small. It's
so
so
small.
incredibly
Yeah,
small.
please. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, speaking of like wigs and costumes and stuff, I think this is the perfect segue into our conversation because specifically, so I remembered what we started talking about last week that you said, wait, I think I want to save this because our episode had already gone on long enough, and that was the costuming. Do you remember?
No.
Never mind.
No. I went. Fun. Like,
It was something about because like you had your fitting that Saturday and you had said and you had mentioned it or no,
oh
or
my
you were having it
gosh.
that Saturday and you had
Yeah.
said you wanted to talk about it and I said
Oh,
but we didn't have time. Do you?
yes. That was
Yeah.
such a cool experience. That was for the other project, like the Black History project that I'm involved in.
Oh, okay.
That was
Yeah,
the coolest freaking thing I've
let's
ever
get
been
into
involved
it. Real
in. Because it
quick,
was,
we can do it. Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember what the place is called, but it's in Philly. And they do like costumes for like the big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to describe it. Because when I
Wait,
went,
like the art center stuff,
the what stuff?
like the Kimmel art, like the big,
I
like
think so.
really.
Because I went to like the office place and it's like a costume designer. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but like when you walk in, you see all the stuff, like everything. Like they have period piece heels and they have stuff that looks like it was worn in like Hamilton and like all this stuff. And they had pulled stuff for me and my other colleague there. And it was a really crazy experience to like go to someone that professionally does it. Because in community theater, it's kind of just whatever's in the attic or whatever
Yeah.
they, yeah.
Or find it their stuff.
So yeah. Yeah. So it was just really cool to actually
Nice.
be fitted for something. And like she's like measuring stuff and like it was just insane. Yeah.
It's like one of those things that like it's just all a part of the experience, right? But like you don't think about like how much goes into costuming. Like, yeah, no, you do
Yeah.
need someone whose entire career is kind of dedicated to that if you want to
Yeah.
have like really real professional
Yes.
productions, you
And
know?
it's so, what I really loved about it is that when I walked in, she started talking to me about my character and like we just had
Mm.
conversations about it, which I thought was amazing because it showed that she did her research. But then I'm thinking to myself, obviously she has to do her research if she's pulling clothes for this character. So it's like she's just as invested in who the character is as I am. So
Right.
that just made me feel very comfortable. And the stuff that she pulled was amazing. And the shoes are so uncomfortable, but they're so cute. They're
Yeah.
like the little heeled boots.
Oh,
And they're
okay. The
like,
ones that like light lace up and like they kind of look like witch shoes a little bit.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, so uncomfortable. I don't know how I'm gonna, but yeah, I'm just excited for that. I'm excited for that performance to come to fruition too.
Nice.
So
And you're like actually, so I know you're going to go around to the schools at the end of this month, but you're
yeah,
actually putting on the performance in May.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to figure out when exactly that is and like if that, because I'm getting the impression that it may not be open to the public.
Oh,
That's kind of, it sounds like it's going to be like open to schools
like
because
to
we
come
had
in
it.
to watch.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we had an in-person rehearsal and we started working on the blocking and stuff, and the way that she was describing who would be in the audience, it sounded like it was expected to be like a lot of students. So I don't know. I haven't gotten clarification on that because we're so focused on the school visits. So yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping it should be open for everyone, I would assume, but
it would be nice if it was, but also there's something like cool about it being exclusive. If it's not, it's like you're like, oh, I'm in like this exclusive project.
but also I feel like it should. I feel like a lot of people should hear at least a little bit of,
I think
who
it's
these people are.
relevant.
Yeah,
Reminding people that Black Americans are as relevant to American history as every other American.
literally. But please don't get me started. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we shall see. But,
Nice. That's exciting.
that's cool.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
All right. So what else are we talking about today?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about. Let me pull it up and say it correctly, because if I just say two characters, that doesn't sound like anything. Yeah. Okay. Actors who play two completely different characters or have a very intense character arc where they start one place and they end in a completely different place. The process behind that, how do you approach that as an actor, and maybe what are some examples that we've seen or been familiar with? Yeah.
I like that. It's a good topic.
I've been enthralled with this topic since I worked on Witness for the Prosecution, because in that production, spoiler alert, I don't know how every other production does it, but in ours, there was one actor that was playing the wife to the suspect that also ended up playing another character that completely was disguised from the audience, but played a major role in getting him off on the verdict. But you don't know that until like the very end of the play. And so I was just watching her do this every night. And even like she would talk about how she had a lot of quick changes. And she would talk about how when she left in one outfit, she was walking differently according to who she was playing. Like she adjusted her body immediately. And of course the performance is very different. But and then also in that production that we did, the accents were very different. Her face was covered in one, so you couldn't really tell. But that was just, it was crazy to watch her do that every night and just switch it within minutes.
I was gonna say, like, could you see like the physical transformation and like her mannerisms and her physicality?
I would always be able to notice it when she was walking down the aisle, and in that theater, it was kind of like the stage was surrounded by the audience. So anytime you entered, you were basically walking through people. And so I would watch her, like, she would hunch over for certain things because she didn't want to show her height. Because then if you were able to tell, hey, this character is the same height as this one, maybe that's who this person is, that we don't really know what her motive is yet. But she would like hunch down, or she would gesture wildly, whereas in another character she was more reserved and she didn't move quite as much. It's just very, very interesting. But there's a bunch of other people that have done it in films, like most recently Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Like that's insane to me.
Dedicated so much time to making sure that he was two completely different people, while they were twins, right? Like, so it's like not like they were just two different people, like they were also twins, so then they still had to be similar. Like I can't even imagine like the mental gymnastics of like making that work, so like you're not getting them switched up in your mind or getting like too comfortable playing one way and then just like carrying that to the other character.
I always like wonder, because in that instance, I would probably need a notebook to remind myself, when I'm playing this character, I don't know this, or that. I'm not privy to that from this perspective. So I need to keep that. Boom, that's my notes for this character. And then for this character, I'm more keyed in on what's going on over here. Or maybe, obviously, the motive is different for a lot of, your action. But I feel like I would need to keep two completely different versions of the script with different notes.
let me ask you this then. Like, so say you were Michael B. Jordan in this scenario and you were playing
Yeah.
two different characters. Would
Yeah.
you, when approaching the script, when first getting the script and first getting the character breakdown, would you focus on one before the other, or would you try and do like, I guess kind of understand and connect with the characters at the same time, or like would you like say like okay, for example, if you were going through the script, if you would you go through the script as the one character the entire
Yeah.
time and like maybe kind of throw away the other character, and
Yeah.
then like how would you?
That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
I would go through the script thinking I'm playing Smoke.
Hmm.
Someone else is playing Staff for right now. In my mind, that's how it is for right now. Read through it, do my notes, whatever, try to connect with the character. And then on a completely different day or a completely different week, switch and say, okay, I'm playing Stack. Somebody else is playing Smoke. I don't know who they're casting for that. And then
Hmm.
go through so I can get at least a little bit of foundation to separate them. And I think I would have to do it like that. Like I would have to schedule myself to say, for the next few days, I'm in this mode. For the next few days, I'm in this mode. So I can just keep the experiences separate. Because I don't know how else to do it.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like I think just because of who I am and how I like I'm very chaotic in my process. I think I would
Hmm.
just kind of go through the script and like
Hmm.
do both characters at the same time and see what
Okay.
feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how like in it's easy to say that in theory, right? Like in
Yeah.
practice, I feel like it would probably be a lot different. So like to me it makes sense to sit down and go through the whole script like with from the
Uh huh.
perspective of one character at the same time. But
Hmm.
then at the same time I think just going through it and running through it as is, like playing the characters they're playing,
Yeah.
would be an opportunity to kind of see how similar are they and how different are they.
Mm.
You know,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we ever have the chance to play two characters.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to do that, but I really feel like I need a few more years under my belt before I even get there. Because that
Hmm.
sounds like something that I would need to dedicate a lot of my time to.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I have the discipline yet to do that, how I would want to do it. Like
Yeah.
I need a few. One character is enough right now. That's like so fascinating to watch someone play, or someone even deceitful.
Deceitful. Mhm. Deceptive.
Yeah, deceptive. That's what I like mashed up the word. But to watch a character do that, even where it's like, what's his name? Game of Thrones. Um, all of them,
Which
really.
one?
All of
Yeah, let's start there. Let's start there.
them.
Uh,
Littlefinger? Is that his name?
yes. Because kind of like what you said earlier, like if you were going through or if you would have to keep two separate notebooks and pretend that the one character doesn't know information and like
Yeah.
doesn't know anything. But I feel like
Right.
for a role like Littlefinger's role, because of how deceptive he is, like he really
Girl.
does have to pretend he doesn't know while knowing everything, you know? It's like how do you
'Cause,
even do that
yeah.
as an actor?
And the fun thing about that is that kind of is the job because that is your
Yeah.
character to be that way to other characters. Like you're supposed to mislead them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's when you mislead the audience that it really gets me. I love that. That's my favorite. That's why I love murder mysteries because I love it when a character has been, acting a certain way the entire time and then all of a sudden they switch. And then you look back at their performance and you're like, oh, okay, so you were kind of giving us hints a little
Yeah.
bit throughout, you know?
Yeah.
Mm, I love that.
I'm trying to think what I've watched recently that's like kind of like that. I feel like I don't remember, so it's irrelevant. But yeah, no, it's I think trying to, but then like as an actor, how do you? I would love to speak with someone who's done a role like that to like
Mhm.
learn what they specifically did to
Yes.
not because I mean we see it in class all the time of like Brian, for example, Brian will say your character doesn't know you're in a comedy. Don't
Right.
why are you like trying to emphasize the joke? And the thing is, I don't know how it is for you, but like in my experience, when I'm acting like that, I don't even realize that I'm leaning into the joke or that I'm trying to play up the joke.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's what happens. We know the script is funny. We know it's supposed to be a comedy, so we read it that way. So then my thought is, as a character if you're playing a character who has like a really intense emotional arc, how do you play it so that you're not giving everything away in the beginning? You know?
That's that subtlety that I don't feel like I've mastered quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's people that do it so well. I think for me, that'll come with time. Yeah.
And experience.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. It's funny that you said that though about your character does not know they're being funny. They're not trying to be funny. That's a note I feel like we've been getting as cast lately. Not often, but it's been coming up because the play that we're in is it's so goofy. It's a farce basically. It's just so they're wacky.
Just ridiculous. Yeah.
And sometimes the director will say, "Well, you're like it's supposed to be funny to us, but you're not. You're playing into it a little bit too much, and you're becoming almost a caricature. So you kind of got to pull it back so that it's a little bit more subtle, but it's still, it's written to be funny already."
Yeah, like it's almost like we as the actor, like we don't have to work as hard because the story itself is already doing a lot of the lifting.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And then that makes me think, then with that in mind, and I wonder if playing two characters maybe isn't quite as intensive as like maybe we're perceiving it to be, because there is also the story itself that's setting up a lot of how the audience is perceiving them individually. That makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
I feel like there's even just listening to Michael B. Jordan talk about how certain mannerisms were different for each one. I don't feel like I've gotten that down yet.
Yeah.
Because I still feel like I approach characters with a good portion of Tiana's life experience first. And then as time goes on, I kind of develop, more of the character.
Yeah.
So I would, that's so, yeah.
So is it because when you're like just like getting the script and you're just starting, because you're basing it on Tiana's life experience, is your concern that you wouldn't be able to separate those life experiences into two separate characters? Like you would be bringing the same experience to both characters?
Not even like the experience, but even just like, so if it calls for the character to laugh, I'm going to start out laughing like me. And then as time goes on, as I find the voice of the character more, like the laugh might change. But if I'm doing that for two characters at the same time, I don't know if I'd be able to make a distinct enough difference for even me to feel like that was two different performances.
Yeah, and while still feeling connected to the character.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just have so much respect for there's a bunch of other people that have done it before. Like even what's that movie with Ed Norton where he plays psychopath? What's the one where it's like you find out he's been faking the whole time? No, I gotta look this up.
I have no idea.
Norton. It's not Fight Club. What is the
Memento?
No, but I have never watched that movie full through, but I have that script and I love it.
Do you?
Oh, what is hold on, I'm just gonna look at his.
I'm trying to think what movies he's been in that follow that kind of
The older one. He's kind of played a lot of characters that are like hiding something. I really like him.
I mean, I don't think you're talking about American History. Because I've never seen it. I started that movie and then the Kurd stopping scene, literally, I turned it off.
I don't think I've ever even seen it. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
need to.
that's intense.
Is it? Okay, see, now I need to find this because I feel like it's definitely early 2000s,
The
but it's
Illusionist.
no, but that's a good movie. I love that movie.
What is it? I've never seen it.
What is it that he's like? Maybe, hold on. Now, okay. I really need to find this now. He's a psychopath.
I wish I had like Jeopardy music.
Primal Fear. Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what's it
where
about?
he's in basically I think I haven't seen it fully through,
Hmm.
but he is accused of something, I think maybe killing someone, and he
Hmm.
basically plays everyone the whole movie. And it's kind of like a usual suspects thing where you realize by the very end that he's been lying the entire time. Like he actually did do this and he's guilty of whatever, but he ended up getting, I don't know if he got off completely or if they put him like in a mental hospital or something, but he basically was aware of what he was doing. He wasn't innocent.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
he has a lot of characters like that. Maybe I need to, he might make it onto my list because I do really like him
Oh,
as an
your mentor list, your panel.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to add him. I enjoy a lot of his movies. To go back and look.
He's good. He's a solid actor.
Yeah. You can tell he's someone that also cares about the craft too.
Yes,
You know?
I love, and you can always tell it specifically with people who are good character actors because like they love disappearing into the character, and it's so awesome to watch.
Yeah. He was in a Glass Onion. Nice
Hmm.
Out.
Yeah, yes, he was.
By the way, love that movie.
I still haven't watched it. I
Oh,
need
I love
to.
that. Oh, wait a second. Speaking of that movie, Janelle Monáe plays two different. She's playing two characters
Is she
because
in
it's
that movie?
no, forget what I said.
Just,
I don't want to
just
spoil it. I'm sorry.
okay. Okay, I guess that could be if, depending on what the story is. Okay, okay. I'll add it to my
Yeah.
list. I'll watch it. I'll come back and I'll let you
Spoiler, yo.
know. But you know what it did make me think of?
Oh,
Have you seen Blink Twice?
yes.
That was intense, right? And what really got me with that movie is she had to act like her
Yeah.
character had never been there before.
Uh-huh.
And like that was
Mm-hmm.
all new. Whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with those all those girls having to do those scenes, not remembering the so yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. So it's interesting. And then of course the famous duo that comes to mind is Lindsay Lohan and The Parent
Hmm.
Trap, who I swore was a twin for like
Yeah.
the first 10 years of my life.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's a good one too.
She ate that up. She did eat
I
that
guess
up.
anyone playing twins, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's such a great opportunity as an actor. But that is a huge job.
I mean, like literally all of your time is dedicated. I feel like you can't do anything else.
No.
Like you can't, you have to focus because you're creating two new characters. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we should talk with someone, see if anyone's done that before.
Yeah, I'd love to know. I'd love to know what that's like
I
one
mean,
day.
we could definitely talk to Deanna. She was the one that was in Witness with me.
Mm. Oh, yes.
I'm sure she would be down. That I've never seen. Like that was the craziest thing was watching her do that performance every night. She was nominated for a bunch of awards too in the like Philly Arts Theater Award something. But yeah,
Is she heavy? Is she big in the theater scene? Like she like does a lot of local theater.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
We'll have to talk to her. We'll have to bring her on at some point.
yeah, that would be fun. Yeah,
Nice. Well, hell yeah.
next.
Performance of the week.
Mm. Do you have one?
I do.
What's yours?
I wrote it down.
Yeah, same.
So I watched this lovely little movie. So as at the time of filming or recording, it is February 4th.
Yeah.
That means Valentine's Day is next Saturday. And the day before Valentine's Day, Wuthering Heights comes out. And I don't know if you knew, but Wuthering Heights was written by Emily Bronte. And before there was Wuthering Heights, there was Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the movie Emily about Emily Bronte.
Okay.
And if you look at reviews online, it's very polarizing. The film was phenomenal. It was a very well done film, but it was not historically accurate in the slightest. Doesn't matter. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
And there's one scene in that movie where the character or the woman, the actress who's playing Emily Bronte, she's looking out the window in this cottage and she's looking at the sea, and she is with the male lead who is her love interest. And he's just like staring at her, and she's like, it's so beautiful, talking about the sound of the ocean because her eyes are closed, and he's just looking at her, and it's like he has all this emotion, like you can read the thoughts on his face of like how he feels about this woman. And they do end up hooking up. Like it was a very romantic and sweet scene, but I loved it. I literally rewound it and watched it like 3 or 4 times because I was just like, it was very sweet.
It's the looks. The looks with no words that really get me. I'm so like, wow, how do you do that? Like,
feel
that's
it.
so
Feel it. Yes.
What year was that movie?
That came out it's on Tubi. That's what I was. It's on Tubi. It came out in 2022.
Oh, so this is recent. Why am I thinking you're talking about a?
No, and the main actress who played it, she was in. Have you seen Sex Education on Netflix?
No.
Okay, she was in Sex Education. That's where I know her from, and then she was also in a movie called Ellen McRae that came out this year.
What's her name?
Yeah, you know her name. You know the lady. I can't remember. Emma Mackey. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good movie. I loved it. I actually kind of want to watch it again. And my mom watched it, and I worked from home the next day, so like I'm on the computer trying to do my job, and she has it playing on so I'm like constantly like peeking over. It was so good. I loved it so much.
Okay, I need to watch this then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to reread Wuthering Heights often in high school.
I've never read it. I
don't remember.
Read it. No, I hope not.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll read it again though.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you did because you reread it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my like go-tos.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, yeah. Are you going to see that movie?
I am gonna go see that movie. Do you want to go see that movie?
No.
No.
I think it's one of the ones that like I want to see that not in theaters. I want to wait.
I want you to know the trailer just rushed into my mind like Raven's vision. Like my eyes just went like, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's understandable. It's a very.
I haven't even seen the trailer. I'm like,
you haven't seen the trailer?
I don't want to get tempted. I think it's romance. Romance movies. I would rather just watch them at home.
That's fair. So you can like really like. I mean, well, so I don't know how what romance movies do for you, but like for me, like they make me very like giddy, and like I will dead ass like start like giggling and kicking my feet over like really.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
It's like it makes me so like
yeah. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't like watching romance movies in theaters.
Really?
I can't even think of like the last one I watched, like anything else. But by the way, nowadays I go to the movie theater maybe like 5 times a year, maybe. And I used to go a lot. I used to go like every week, but it's kind of trimmed down a little bit. But it's just like action stuff. I'll go like big blockbuster movies. I'll go see, but other than that,
like the really like fast-paced fun ones, kind of.
Yeah, like I'll definitely go see Dune, Avengers in theater, all that. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun. Yes, that's gonna be extremely fun to go see. But other than that, unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. It's just taste.
Yeah.
So.
And I like to be, you know what it is with romance films? I like to be cuddled up in my blanket with like a cup of tea, like on my, like this at home, like watching it.
Just cozy, just feeling good. Like it's like feel good. Like I don't know, like romance just like does it, right? So
yeah. No, romance is definitely it. I will watch a Hallmark movie down, especially in this weather.
Especially in this weather. Best time. The best time.
I love all that. So, but yeah, we'll see. I am gonna try to reread the book though before I watch it.
Yeah,
If I
I
can.
definitely want to read it. I want to read the book because I've never even read it once. So I need to.
I'm interested to see how my perspective will shift from like high school. There's a lot of stuff that I liked in high school.
Let me tell you something. I've tried to go back and read books that I like devoured. I don't know what the hell kind of taste I have. Yeah.
Girl, it was wackadoodle. Like, what do you mean I really enjoyed reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? That's not normal. That's not normal.
So that one's different, actually. That's different. Yeah.
Girl, I had that and I had Twilight. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't know. That actually kind of makes sense a little bit. Yeah, I feel like those two they go together a little bit. Yeah, because like if you want to get into it, I feel like Twilight could be argued that it's all a fever dream. Like like those like old theories they would make about kids shows and like how like Ed and Eddie like they were all really dead and in purgatory. I feel like you could like make the same argument about Twilight of like she's just in a coma and this is just her dream because of how
Girl, she was wild. She was wild. One day we'll have a really honest conversation, the world, about Twilight, and just say, Bella, girl, that ain't it, girl.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Girl, period. What?
The hell? Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see.
Let's see. But okay, what is your favorite scene of the week or performance?
So I happen to be scrolling on Tubi actually, and there's a live channel on there, BritBox, that's also like its own app or whatever.
Love BritBox, yeah.
So Sherlock Holmes is on with Benedict Cumberbatch. I
was gonna say, yeah, the good one.
See, I've never watched the series. I'm like I love RDJ in the films.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I just really love what he did with the character. But when I tell you, I caught the tail end of an episode where Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock get shot. And I don't know if he actually survived because I didn't have time to watch it through the end. But watching him, because you know what's interesting about Sherlock Holmes is that in whatever adaptation that they do, you can visualize the different outcomes that he's visualizing in his mind. So he's always analyzing what's going on, right? And what could happen, the possibilities of if he walks up to the door, what will happen if someone opens it, what will happen if someone doesn't. So they shoot all of that. So it's interesting to see his character in every possibility of what could happen, what could go wrong. And in that particular scene when he got shot, he's like, in his mind, he's going through all of these different conversations with people. He's encountering other characters. He's trying to figure out who done it, what's going on. That entire scene, literally, I may have seen like 3 minutes of this before I had to leave. And I was like, this is kind of lit. What?
It stuck out in your head that much?
Girl.
I love that though. Yeah.
Go ahead and sit down with BritBox and just go ahead and stream it.
So my freshman year roommate in college, she was obsessed with that show. Like she loved it. Yes. She's like, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people, when I bring up Sherlock Holmes, they're like, oh yeah, like the series is great. And I was like, oh, I was talking about the two films. And then I'm like, oh, you guys didn't like that?
That didn't make no noise. No. The series though, people love that series.
It's amazing what he did with that character.
Yeah. and also like Benedict Cumberbatch. What a man! Charisma
Yeah.
oozes through the screen with
Yeah.
him. Just
Yeah.
oozes.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. I really like him as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love him and most of the stuff that he does.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything that I had disliked him. I know. I haven't seen Doctor Strange in person, but I know people didn't like
People didn't love that because they're so like I remember someone telling me before I watched that movie that it is very different from the other superhero films,
that.
but it's a good movie, especially like the first one.
Okay.
Solid, solid movie, but it's definitely not, what everyone else's introduction to the MCU is.
I was gonna say, because if that's the case, then I might like it because I'm not a Marvel person. Like I watched like some of the earlier films from like the 2010s, but
Yeah,
after I want to say the first Avengers, I just kind of lost interest.
yeah.
Um, so you saying that though makes me think like I might like it if it's different from the usual style.
It's different.
Yeah.
It is different, and I thought that also. I got to get his name right. He's a black British actor. He was in 12 Years a Slave.
The
I
old
gotta
man,
figure out.
older or younger?
He's older.
Okay, Years a Slave.
I gotta get
Did he
his name
play?
right.
He played the lead in 12 Years a Slave?
Yes.
I know exactly. I can picture his face. I can't think of his name.
Chiwetel
Ah,
Ejiofor.
Chiwetel
Yeah.
Ejiofor.
Yeah.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
He's
Yeah,
he's actually he's one of my favorites too. Everything he does is
mm,
ridiculously good.
he's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. But him in that film,
Hmm.
there is nothing like right before what's like the big I guess right before the maybe the second Avengers, all of those movies up until that point, I think the second what was the second Avengers, Ultron?
Mm-hmm. The Age of Ultron.
Anyway, around that time period where it's like right before they got super, super big,
Mm-hmm.
but you were still getting movies like Doctor Strange, and then you had all of the like Captain America films and all that stuff of that time period.
The
Wow.
best. It's like
They
that
were
really
killing
is the best. Yeah.
they were killing it. Yeah, but Doctor Strange is definitely very different, and I really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
But it's not just people like smashing shit, and it deals a lot
And
with
blowing up.
religion and before we got like the whole multiverse thing, like it deals with all of that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe that'll be like the next Marvel, the only Marvel film I watch for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. I can't tell you the last thing I watched for Marvel.
Yeah. I attempted the new Captain America and I really wanted to watch it because I really wanted to support Anthony Mack. Am I getting his name right?
Mm-hmm.
Mackie?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I did fall asleep. I did fall asleep. I felt like I got thrown into the middle of a story. I didn't understand where it was picking it. Yeah. So
Unfortunately, I have not seen that one.
mm, mm.
I did, however, like The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think,
Really, I
the
haven't seen
series.
that one. Okay. Okay.
I
That
thought
was
that was good.
good.
Yes. But I love the trope where you have two characters that kind of like play off of each other. They're kind of foils and they kind of hate each other, but they got to work together. I like that whole
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was,
Yeah,
but
it's giving
I'm not,
enemies to friends.
oh my gosh. Oh, and
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan
Oh,
is ridiculous in that.
I
He's so
love him
good.
with his long hair.
Yeah.
I love him with his long hair. Yeah. Oh, that man's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
it's been a week. Another one down in the books.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we come back next week, you'll have had your first weekend of your opening weekend. So I'm very excited to hear about that.
Hmm.
Oh, your face.
I'm just like, I'm realizing how I'm going to be so tired, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It's
That
also a
grind,
lot.
girl.
Can I just say though, when we first started like using all the lights and the cues this week, when I was backstage, I had the same feeling I had last summer when I texted you and I was like, I love this shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything up to this point was totally worth it. The long rehearsals, driving late, staying up late, doing all that stuff. It's all worth it because that feeling backstage right before you go on is like a drug.
Good, good. That's
Yeah.
literally that's the whole. It's funny you say that because oh my god, last thing. I was doing this like thing for work. We're like piloting like Have you heard of LinkedIn Learning?
Yeah.
So it's like LinkedIn Learning, which is where you just like go and you take a bunch of like online courses to like
Yep.
learn about work related stuff. So we're piloting
Uh-huh.
something that's very similar, but it's focused more on like internal growth. Anyway, I say all of that to
Okay.
say the focus of the module that I did for it today was motivation.
Okay.
And one of the questions was when you feel yourself losing motivation to get a task done, what do
Hmm.
you do to maintain motivation? And you saying that it was all worth it for that feeling in that moment made me
Hmm.
think of that. Like that is the motivation of like why we do this. It's like
Mm.
for those
Yeah.
moments when we feel like truly at one with our craft.
Yeah.
Like this is what we are here for,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, literally. Because, ooh, last few weeks, it's not even like a dreading thing, but it's like you get to a point where you're tired.
Yeah,
You
no,
are
it's just
exhausted.
exhaustion. Yeah.
Like, what's the end goal here? But anyway, we did start using food too, finally.
Did they figure out did they figure out how they're gonna keep food out for a 2 hour play?
Listen, one of the best things about being an actor is that's not my problem. Just tell me
Mic
where
drop.
it is.
Mic drop.
Yeah, yeah, I think they figured it out. But yeah, so we'll have real food. A
Nice.
lot of it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's I'm so intrigued. I'm very excited to see the show. I
I'm
can't wait.
excited to see what people say. I
Yeah.
would really love like a conversation about like who who's your favorite character? Um, what are the like the favorite moments? What did you get from the play? Like what do you think the play is about? Because at first I didn't get it at all.
Hmm. But like
Not that
now
it's
you
not
feel like you
complicated.
no, but like you feel like you like was it like the story or like the motivation of the characters, like what the like all of that.
I just at first I like if I would have just read that play,
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't have gone to see it from just reading it. But seeing people bring the performances to life and the characters to life, that's done a lot for me. Because just reading it, I was like, okay, this is a goofy ass family. Like, okay,
Mm.
I don't know what else.
So it's like the story really relies on like the actors to bring it like to bring like
I think so. There's
the like
there's definitely a message, and ironically, it kind of hits home. I think for a lot of us right now. But other than that, yeah, we'll see.
you should write up those questions and then throw it in like the group chat for whoever comes to see it because intrigued.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. I mean, it's not like that complicated, but
No, but I just like to your point when you first read it, you it's not something that you would have been interested in, but you've seen it fleshed out, you've seen it come to life, you've seen
yeah.
it be filled with like, like again, like the actors really kind of had to like they're the ones that are making it, so
Yes.
clearly
Oh, for
it's
sure.
something, yeah.
Okay, I do have to say also though, just so you're aware, there's a lot of sounds happening, like fireworks sound. Just so you're not startled, it happens a
Oh,
lot.
okay, okay.
Like and like smoke and stuff. It's not overwhelming, but
But in today's climate, we'd like the heads up.
girl,
Yeah.
can I just say, okay, this is the last thing. There's a moment where one of the father lights off like a fire, not a firecracker, but like a popper or
Sparkler.
something.
Hmm.
And they tried it with a real one. And when I tell you, I thought it was I I wasn't even on stage. I was off to the side fixing up my props, and they did it, and it was delayed. Like it lit, and then it was like boom. And I was like, what the And so they're trying to figure out what to do now because they're like, we can't do that to our audience because someone might have a heart attack.
I think so. Someone's might have a heart attack.
And then they were like, oh yeah, also I guess it spits out like paper, burning paper.
Oh.
They were like, so now we have to find a lid for this because he lights it on the table. He's like showing his wife, oh, look what I did. And then he lights the thing. Girl, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but just so you're aware, there might be some sudden, loud.
Okay.
So you're aware.
Yeah, pyrotechnics. I love it. Okay.
Very weird stuff going on.
I'm so intrigued. I'm like, my brain is like, what the fuck could this be about?
Girl, this family is insane. The family is really goofy and they do goofy shit, and there's a lot of like weird stuff that happens because of it. They're setting off fireworks in the base. Like it's like
ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous. And I'm just walking through like, oh, yep, they set it off again. Who wants dinner?
Which is also so fun for you because it's like your character has to act like that's not crazy.
There's literally a line that I say that cues the sound of a firework, and I'm supposed to keep, like, I hear the firework, but I don't acknowledge it, and I just keep talking because it's like this happens every day.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's a fun one, but yeah.
Nice. I'm excited.
I'm gonna have an after party. Like a week, like an after party.
Oh, okay. Oh, like a closing, like we did it. I think.
Yeah. Well, not for the cast, though.
Oh, no, for you. No, this is for you. Like this is your celebration. I mean, they can love them, happy for them, but like no, this is your celebration.
They did set up something for opening night and then Saturday night, but
oh, really?
I've decided I'm not going
at all.
Okay, this is really gonna be the last thing.
Okay.
I will stay for a few minutes, but Tech Week, we've been there late all night or all week. Okay. Opening night, if we go somewhere, the show starts at 7:30. If it starts on time and there's 2 intermissions, it's probably gonna be about 2.5 to 3 hours long. Okay. So that puts us at what, 10:30? If everything's on schedule. So you guys want to go out somewhere on Friday night and we have to be back here on Saturday night. Okay, maybe I'll go out Friday. Saturday night, I am not going with y'all.
No. If anything, I think Saturday night is okay. First off, my first question is why would they, because you're such a good point. You're coming off of Tech Week. Why would they have y'all going out coming off of Tech Week?
I mean, who made that decision? It's not like a formal thing. It's like, hey, anyone that wants to come. And this is also something that in every show that I've been in, there's been like at least a core group of people that have been like, hey, let's go out.
Okay.
My thing is I'm so exhausted that I don't have any much. I already socially am not hanging out like that anyway, but I just don't have a lot to give you guys. And we have to be back here. Right. So I'm going to sleep.
All right.
So yeah.
Well, I think it'll be. I hope you end up going out for at least one of the nights because I think that would be nice. Even though, again, coming off of Tech Week is a little intense, but
yeah. It'll be great. I'm excited and it'll be fun and all that good stuff. But yeah.
Nice. I'm excited to hear about it. This is good stuff. Lots of good stuff happening. And yeah, we'll be back here next week.
That's it. All folks. See you later.
Bye.